What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this nomination to make a modern house. This is the 88th installment of Modern House, and I'm just thinking about this. I wonder how much my intro sounds like gibberish to most people. I do say things. I do say important, like, what the video is. It's just, I say it too quickly. I need to, like, I've tried to slow it down, but I just can't. I don't know. It's natural to talk that fast. Anyways, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial. That was completely unrelated, but, yeah. Alrighty, so these is basically gonna need for this is a 31 by 20, and the materials we need to start off are, there's a lot of them, I don't remember all of them. Gray concrete. I'm gonna forget one of the important ones, watch. Blue stained glass panes, you just know it's gonna happen. Smooth quartz blocks. Oh boy, this is gonna be a really weird number to fit in. Light gray concrete. Blue stained glass blocks. Acacia doors. Never mind. I think we can get it to fit. Can we? Dark oak wood planks. Let me just look and see what I want to get, because I kind of am forgetting things. Okay. Pillar quartz blocks and shrimp wire hook. Sorry. But, yeah, I think that's all you need for now. You do also need, in addition, deep slate tile slabs, stone brick slabs. And I think that's everything. But don't quote me on that. Don't trust that. That probably is wrong. There's probably something I'm missing. Can't think of it, though. If it is, no, probably not, actually. I can remember things sometimes. If it comes to an inside, no chance. I'm not gonna be able to list all those off the top of my head. Anyway, starting from the front right-hand corner of your 31 by 20 grid, cough, every minute, you want to count backward diagonally to the left by 1, and going back, you want to place 18 smooth quartz blocks. You could use quartz bricks, by the way. I originally used smooth quartz blocks with the intention of having the ability to use slabs and stairs, but I never used either of them, so... yeah. You don't want to place 8 rows of smooth quartz on top of that. Is it 8? Yeah. While we are at this part, I do want to talk about a few things. One, we're almost at 100 modern houses, which is insane. It'll probably be next year when we do that, when we hit that. I do want to do something a special video for that, which I'll probably also do for suburban houses once that hits 100. End of the year is also coming up. I gotta start those videos. I should probably get on that, because I've got about 9 days. And that's not as much time as it seems like, even though I'm not gonna have school for basically any of those days minus tomorrow. Which being the being the 23rd. But it's only half day, so, I mean, But, yeah, I should still probably get on that. Now you have a wall. Try and remember which side you were trying to build towards and which side of the front you want to come to the front. Front isn't the flat, isn't either the big flat sides, by the way. It's one of the thin flat sides. Figured I'd just point that out. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You could totally flip the build right now if you wanted to. You could be like, okay, no, I want the back to be the front and the front to be the back. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but, I mean, you could. Or you could just build it the other way as well if you're running out of space already, which, I mean, we started from the front right, and I kind of gave you the numbers, so, I don't know. Moving on, what you want to do is you want to bring the bottom smooth quartz block at the front. You can also do this on the back as well. Left with 2 blue stained glass panes and a smooth quartz block. You then want to bring either blue stained glass pane up with 2 blue stained glass panes, 2 smooth quartz blocks, 3 blue stained glass panes, and a smooth quartz block. And then you want to bring the smooth quartz to the left of this whole thing up by 8. Which should give you this. If you want to do that on the back as well, you can. Although, obviously don't do it going left from the back. Just make it so it's a C, or an upside down C or something like that. Right now it's a backwards L, then make it a backwards C. If you want to go there. I'm not gonna. I'm probably gonna just build around like I normally do, because I don't know, I just find that easier. Or I might go to the dark oak section, then go to the back, and then come back around and do the last section, because the last section is a little bit annoying. I don't know. We'll see how we do it. I'm still not sure. Probably I'll probably just work around because it's easier. From this bottom left smooth quartz block, what you want to do is you want to go back diagonally to the left of the light gray concrete. Then back diagonally to the left with a sideways pillar quartz block. Bring that left by 4. Sorry. And then 4 diagonally to the left with a light gray concrete. Copy that row 2 more times. Make sure all of your pillar quartz are sideways. I mean, that's not the most important thing in the world, but I think it's better sideways. And then in the bottom center, you want to place a drop wire hook. So you then want to place a row of light gray concrete on top of that. Make sure it is a flat row, going just straight left and right. We don't want to go back with the garage. We want to go over the garage, and the garage should kind of be indented like this. Then on top of that, you want to place a row of gray concrete. This is going to look really dumb, like extremely dumb, which is fine. It should look dumb, because, I mean, unless you think it's fine, then sure. But it's not going to stay like that, because even if you want it to, it just isn't it's probably not going to be better that way, so we're going to switch it later. But then what you want to do is going on top of that gray concrete, you want to go left to right or right to left on top of it. Does not matter. And you want to place a gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, 1 gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, and a gray concrete. Copy that, or sorry, place a row of gray concrete on top of that, not copy it. And then you want to copy the row 1 more time. So gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, gray concrete. Just like that. Do not place a row of gray concrete on top of it that time. It's gonna be panes on air, which is what you want for now, although it will be slabs later. So moving, I guess, swiftly along, if you want to consider it swiftly. You want to, from the bottom left light gray concrete, you want to go 4 diagonally to the left with a dark oak plank, and bring that dark oak wood plank 1 second. I need to be on the front. I've been on the back the entire time. Now you want to bring it up by 10. Just like that. But the back and the front are very similar. Only difference to this point is there's no garage on the back. And then also this dark oak section is just flat, but we haven't even gotten there yet. You can bring that row of dark oak back by 1 row. You don't have to. I would, just because it makes it easier. And from that back row, or you can just go back diagonally to the left by 1 from the front row, and you want to place a blue glass. Bring the blue glass left with an acacia door, and then another blue glass. Bring either blue glass up by 2 and connect them together above the acacia door. And then, if you want, to the left of the row of blue glass, you want to place another row of dark oak wood planks. It is 11 tall, I think? Yes. And then bring it forward by 1. You do have to have the forward one. You don't have to have the back one again. But I just would have both because I think it's easier that way. Just like that. So you have whatever you could consider. It kind of looks like a college field goal. Although actually we can make it look more like a college field goal. So what you want to do is you want to connect above the blue glass. Okay, so it's the front dark oak row, the front dark oak columns. You want to connect the 2 rows together that are directly above the blue glass, except they are forward or up, so don't do that. You want to have this. Now it looks more like a college field goal, I think. I don't know. They might have changed them. Did they? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't pay attention to college football, but they used to be like this, I know. And I think in NFL as well. Then what you want to do is, back again with my weird analogies that don't make sense. You want to place 5 rows of blue stained glass panes on top of the row of dark oak. And then place a row of dark oak on top of the blue glass panes. Just like that. Sorry. Just like that. I still am like... my cough has been the least noticeable it's been all day right now, so that's good. But I'm still probably going to be dealing with this through winter break, I'd imagine. It might cool off at like around Christmas. So wait, let me think. I'll probably have it for at least another week. Probably. But I don't know. Anyways, from the back row of dark oak here at the left side, if you only have 1 row, then just go back diagonally to the left by 1 and place a gray concrete. Bring that gray concrete left with 2 blue stained glass panes. Gray concrete. 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 Then move back with 2 blue stained glass panes. Gray concrete. 2 blue stained glass panes. Gray concrete. 2 blue stained glass panes. Gray concrete, and then bring it right by 1. And you should have this. So there's 4 windows at the front, 3 at the left. And they're all 2 blocks long and with 1 gray concrete in the middle. And that's 2 at the back left, by the way, in case you could not tell. You then want to copy that entire row or section or thing 2 more times. I guess whatever you want to call it. It's not really a row. It's kind of more of a section or a thing. I mean, it's everything. Is everything a thing? Like, could you describe any structure as a thing? I guess you could. It's not very descriptive, and it doesn't really give the details that it needs to, but, I mean, it works. Sorry. Then what you want to do is you want to place a row of smooth quartz on top of that, or I guess the little, like, angled shape. I don't know. Why are my dogs barking? Who is at the door? I don't know. I don't really care either. You then want to bring the smooth quartz out on each side by 1, except for the right side. So once it curls in, you do want to have it at the back, but don't bring it forward or right at all, because that's going to obstruct with a thing that we have to do in a sec. And then on that outer row, you want to place a section or a thingy of blue stained glass panes. So I guess it is kind of it's multiple rows. That's what it is. And that should give you this. Sorry. Then what you want to do is you want to bring the inner row of smooth quartz in with 2 more rows of smooth quartz, we'll say. We're probably going to need more than that at the front. Now, this is when it gets weird, because you have a balcony that sticks over, and it's like under the window, or kind of like under the no, it's above the windows, and the windows are going to be like weird. That kind of goes against what I was saying earlier, doesn't it? Whatever, I'll just place like, I would just place a row of smooth quartz, however you want 2 rows. I would just place 1 row here at the left side. And I get, is that 2 rows? That is 2 rows. The second row is just not gonna want to it's just not gonna want to place that back block, so you're gonna have a little like divot there, which is fine. That just makes it easier for later, not later for easier. And yeah, but we're gonna need, I think, another row at the front, but it's not really our concern right now. So from the corner of smooth quartz, this front left-hand corner of you want to be on the smooth quartz that doesn't have anything on top of it, which is directly pointed at the blue stained glass. And then what you want to do is you want to go back diagonally to the right by 2 and place a light gray concrete. Bring it up by 2 and bring that little row of 3 back by 14. So it's going to overhang, which is what you are going to want it to do. And you're going to notice that it's going to overhang, and it's just kind of like, you're going to kind of notice on my grid, at least, you have a little red line below. Or at least, you probably don't have that, because you probably didn't go into that detail, because that is extremely hard to do when I'm using a non-tiled block. Which, I would like to use a tiled block, I just don't have a tiled block to use, so... if they ever add one, I will switch, definitely. They need, like, blocks that are just, like, tiled. Like, red tiled concrete or something like that. I don't know. But you want to connect every single light gray concrete that is at the back here down to the ground with light gray concrete. That's why we left this little gap here, because that just makes it easier to describe that. I mean, it doesn't really matter a ton, because you can just figure it out. And you do obviously want this filled in under here, but... yeah, and that should give you this. That's a wall. Wow. That's your left side done, actually. Which, I kind of like the way that looks. Other than the roof part, but the roof is, like, dumb. The roof looks fine. That's from my second last modern house, I think. One of them that's over in that general direction. Somewhere over there. The big one that I made recently. So at the front, you do actually want to place another row of smooth quartz. I was correct on that. And from the second row of light gray concrete back, what you want to do is you want to go right from this block and place 3 blue stained glass blocks, 2 acacia doors, Sorry, and 3 blue stained glass blocks. Bring every single blue glass up by 2 with blue glass, and then we can bring the doors up with 1 blue glass each. To the right of this row, you want to place a row of light gray concrete that is 5 tall and wants to be brought 4 in a row. Just like that, so that gives you this. Okay, so how does the number work? I don't actually remember how the number works. I can figure it out, though. I went way too far back. Can I figure it out? Yeah, I can. So, okay. You want to bring the right 6 blue stained glass blocks up with 1 additional blue stained glass block. And then the the right 2 want to be brought up with an additional blue glass each. That should give you this. That seems wrong. Never mind, no, that's right. Because it's 3, 4, 3, and then you gotta obviously add the ring, so it would be 4, 4, 4, which is what we want. And, yeah, there you go. If you wanted to add your, slant. If, sorry, if you're confused on that, don't worry about it. It'll not really be that needed to have that down, because the roof will help us with that. And then what you do want to do is you want to bring the inner row of light gray concrete. So you should have 2 rows of light gray concrete. The back row you want to bring right with a row of gray concrete. And then you can bring the dark oak here at the left back with 2 additional rows. And that should close off and finish the front of your build, minus the roofs and stuff. But those are dumb. So we're just gonna, like, triangles that don't exist. So left, front, and right are now all finished. We just have the back. So... Oh boy, that was very bad. You want to come to the back of the build, and you want to orient yourself so you're facing towards the front, and we're going to play this as such. As if this is the front. So, the smooth quartz is the left side, the light gray concrete is the right side. Which, that's how I've been doing it recently. Sometimes there's exceptions, but that's why I do always, like, make it clear, like, okay, that's the left side of, my left is my left, my right is my right now. Because if I don't specify that, that can get very confusing, and I understand that. But anyways, what you want to do from the back is, if I could not just cough, please, that would be very nice. You want to take the second row of light gray concrete moving inwards, or towards, I guess, yeah, moving inwards, and you want to bring it the bottom block left with 8 blue stained glass blocks. Bring that up with 2 additional rows of blue glass. Then a row of smooth quartz. And then 3 rows of blue glass. There it is. That's what I was kind of waiting for to happen. You want to bring that row of smooth quartz blocks towards you by 1. And then off to the left of this, you want to place, off the left of the blue glass, you want to place a row of light gray concrete. That is 9 blocks tall. And it also wants to be extended towards your row. Just like that. And then again, now the left 6 blue glass blocks want to be brought up with 1, and then the left 2 want to be brought up with an additional 1. And if that still doesn't make sense, it should look like this. That is very hard to see. I apologize. Here, let me try and get a gooder angle. There. It should look like this. If you're still confused, again, just don't worry about it. It's not going to matter a ton if you don't have it. But I personally just like to get it out of the way. Ooh, that tastes bad. It's water. It shouldn't taste like anything. Yet here we are. That just doesn't seem normal, you know? Alright, then what you want to do is you have 2 rows of light gray concrete. Oh, you actually do need both this time. Because you want to take this inner one, and you want to bring it back, or, I guess, yeah, diagonally left and away from you with a row of gray concrete that is as tall. Sorry. It'll happen. Then you want to place a row of dark oak that is going towards you and diagonally and to the left with a row, That is, and it's a row of dark oak that is, I think, 11 tall. Yes. So if that doesn't make any sense because I explained that terribly, it should look like this. The gray concrete and the light gray concrete are the same height. Dark oak is 2 taller. You want to bring that column of dark oak towards you by 1. And left by 4. It's fun is what it is. Moving on, I'm gonna shut up about my cough because no one cares. But what you might care about is finishing this build. So, let's do that, should we? Shall we? Not should we. We definitely should. And I'll tell you that much. So, what you're gonna want to do is from this bottom dark oak, you want to go away from you and diagonally to the left of the light gray concrete, bring it left by 6. So it should be like this, yes. Then you want to bring that row of light gray concrete up with 3 rows of light gray concrete, 3 additional rows. Then a row of gray concrete. Then going left to right or right to left on top of that does not matter. You want to place a gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, and a gray concrete. Place a row of gray concrete on top of that. And then going left to right or right to left on top of that does not matter. You want to place a gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, gray concrete, 2 blue stained glass panes, and a gray concrete. Just like that. You're going to notice this house has a lot of similarities to that one. Specifically that section, the bottom there, but the top is different. Actually, that's 4 down there, isn't it? No, that is 3. Huh. And then those 2 sections, and then that section is similar as well. Then what you want to do is you want to place a smooth quartz towards you diagonally to the left by 1 from that entire light gray concrete thing, and it wants to be it wants to be 1 block taller. Goodness, that was hard for me to get out. Then what you want to do is you want to, in between the smooth quartz, you want to place going top to bottom 3 rows of blue stained glass panes, 2 rows of smooth quartz, 3 rows of blue stained glass panes, and then 1 row of smooth quartz. Now, how do we go about this part? You want to take the top row of smooth quartz and you want to connect it together with the left side. You want to take the top 3 rows of dark oak wood planks and you want to connect them together at the right side. You want to take the top 2 or 1, it actually doesn't matter. I'm just going to do 2, and you want to connect them together with the left side of the top. You only need 1, but I'm just going to add the second one for fun. Sorry, and then at that point, you can clear your inventory and get out stone brick slabs. Where are they? There they are, I found them. That's the wrong slab. I'd never use dark oak slabs, come to think of it. Deep slate tile slabs and deep slate tile blocks. You could use cracked, I guess, if you really wanted to, although I wouldn't advise it. You could also use stone brick instead of deep slate tile. I actually think the deep slate tile looks better, which typically you should keep roofs the same, but the properties of the roof being different, that sounded way too nerdy. With the 2 roofs being different angles and stuff, I think it is actually better to have them different, and also the colors of the buildings that they're quote-unquote part of. Sorry, God. That shouldn't have hurt, but okay, whatever. It's been one of those videos. What you want to do is the bottom row of gray concrete you want to bring out with a row of stone brick slabs at the front and the back section, the top floor part, the part above the light gray concrete. I know we have multiple gray concrete sections, so that made that probably confusing. But, yeah, it's the one that doesn't have windows on the bottom row. If that helps. And then what you want to do is on top of every single dark oak wood plank, smooth quartz block, gray concrete, or blue stained glass pane, you want to place a stone brick slab on top of each one. Which I kind of, I think I already stated the first part of that, and I just restated it, but I kind of exaggerated it like a lot, so gotta just double specify, and then leave the light gray concrete section alone, cause and also those blue stained glass panes, leave those alone, because those are chilling, just being pains, being a pain, and then this whole section over, essentially the entire left side of the build should be left alone. Because it's special. So really we have the left, the middle, and the right. The middle and the right are the only ones with these roofs. And then what you want to do is you want to fill in these roofs in the middle with stone brick slabs. And you can add skylights if you want. I'm not gonna go over those because I don't really feel like it, honestly. If I'm just gonna be fully honest, I don't feel like it. I have talked about them in other tutorials before, so other modern houses, probably, I think the last one I did. What even was the last one? I don't remember what the last modern house was. I don't know. I don't pay attention to this stuff. And then you want to bring every single stone brick slab out on each side by one, and we did this last just so we don't have to deal with going under slabs and over slabs and stuff with the middle filling in part, because I wanted to just get that out of the way. Did I do the back? Is the back extended out? It is not. Fantastic. But I just like this. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I, for the most part, am. It is Wednesday, my dudes. That's great. But yeah, just like that. And then we have the roof, which I don't really feel like doing, but I mean, I kinda gotta show you how to do it. It's part of my quote-unquote job, if you want to call it a job. I don't know. It's not, I guess it's not required. Or job isn't really required. I guess you don't have to work at a place. Like, you could be like, no, I don't want to work here anymore. Let's just leave. Just walk out the door. That'd be pretty dramatic. It seems like something that you'd see in a movie, but maybe that's just how people, maybe that's how you live your life, like a movie. I don't know. So what you want to do is you want to take the top, I guess, kind of quote-unquote top row of light gray concrete, the left side, and you want to bring it left with a row of upside down deep slate tile slabs that extend over the front and the back by one. I'm sorry, it's kind of like just died randomly. And then you want to bring either upside down deep slate tile slab right by one and bring each slab up with a, or not, you bring each upside down slab up with a normal slab, and then also that row of light gray concrete. Bring the normal slabs right with 2 rows of deep slate tiles. Then bring those tiles where you see fit and where it can, right with 2 rows of upside down deep slate tile slabs. You don't have to do in the middle of the blue glass. I'm not going to. You really just have to do it the front and the back, but I don't feel like explaining it that way. And then you want to place a row of deep slate tile on top of that. That does in fact bridge the gap, if you have a gap. And then bring the deep slate tile slabs right with 2 rows of deep slate tiles. And then your 2 rows of upside down deep slate tile slabs where seen fit. And then your 2 rows of deep slate tile slabs on top of that, 1 per row, and including bridging the gap. And then 2 rows of deep slate tiles going right from the row of normal slabs. And that should give you a roof that is slanted specifically like this. Now, I want to talk about this row of gray concrete. I know it's a little bit late. I was going to talk about it, but then I forgot. This shouldn't actually be here. I made a mistake when I was making this, and I put the light gray concrete section. I didn't have it go all the way, so I had this weird 1 block gap, and I was like, I'll just put a row of gray concrete there. And I think it worked fine. But it's not like it's bad. It's not like it's like a sin to be there. It's just, it shouldn't have been there. I made an oopsie. So you totally could extend that section, but then you have to do with the roof being different. Because, okay, the reason I didn't end up actually changing it is because, sorry, I didn't, I guess, think about the overhang not actually existing, but if we have this another block, the roof is going to want to go like this, which obviously that it's not going to show like that, but I just don't like the roof being like that, and it worked out perfectly, so I was like, I'll just keep it, whatever. I mean, you could extend it by 2, I guess, and have, like, glass going all the way to here. And then no one would ever know. That it is, Yeah, it's just a lie. I mean, it's all part of a possibility, but I don't know. But once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your modern house. It's like the 88th installment or something complete. The thing is, also, if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know your guys' thoughts on this one. I'm actually kind of curious on that. I mean, I always am. If you guys always have an opinion, I guess feel free to let me know, because I'm always curious to see what you people think of my building abilities and, you know, the millions of builds I've made at this point in time. But I have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.